No, I'm not going to read this. Hey, everybody. This is the hottest commodity in pro wrestling, the manager's manager, the maker of mayhem, the bringer of boom, the wager of war, the instigator of illuminating truth, and as of recently, the collector of champions. And you're watching the hashtag truth with Scott Larson. Now, get out of here.
Watch it all fall down around you now. Was it ever really worth it? Having your kingdom crumble to the ground because you never had the courage. Stand up, stand up, stand up, stand up, stand up.
This is 4-Foot Batman. And 4-Foot Batman knows the home of great collectibles at awesome prices. Retro toys and collectibles, movie memorabilia, Magic the Gathering cards, wrestling figures, Hot Wheels, the always popular Funko Pops, and much, much more. He knows the Hall of Collectibles is located in downtown Cherryville, North Carolina at 400 East Main Street. Give them a call today, 980-989-5181. Retro Toys and Collectibles, the heavyweight champion in collecting.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Hashtag Truth. Tonight we have the one, the only, Luka Daniels. But before we get to him, I have to make a couple of quick announcements. The first one is Michael King, who will be coming on shortly, told me I only have 30 minutes with his client, and that's all I get. So I'm going to take what I was given, and I'm going to be happy about it. And the second announcement I want to make is we are having a contest here at Hashtag Truth for 2 free tickets to 2 indie shows, ladies and gentlemen. You can win 2 tickets to each of these shows by just going to the video on my Facebook page and following the instructions. It's all around the WWE Crown Jewel pay-per-view, and you can win 2 tickets to AWL's November Rain, and you can win 2 tickets to Holiday Havoc from Pro Wrestling Union. So go check it out. Mr. Luka Daniels, how you doing, sir?
What's up, man? How are you?
I am doing great. I've got a couple of questions I'm going to ask you. We're going to go to a commercial after that, and then I'm going to bring on another guest who just popped in, a special guest.
Awesome.
So you know him very well. He was the one that told me I only have 30 minutes with you. I'll just throw it out.
My boy King. Yes.
I got you. So let's start off and ask you some questions like I ask every other wrestler on the show, without a doubt. Sean, wait a minute. Sean Duffy said hello and good evening from Fallen, Nevada.
Oh, wow, Nevada.
And Luke Fury said Superstar Daniels. Okay, Sean Duffy's going to ask the first question. Have you ever thought about a West Coast tour?
Yeah, if somebody wants to fly me there, I'd go. I want to go.
There you go. Everywhere. Without a doubt, man. Without a doubt. So the first question I ask every wrestler that's ever came on Hashtag Truth, man, is how long have you been in the business?
Dude, it hasn't even been 2 years yet. November 14th will make it 2 years.
Wow, 2 years, and a lot has happened in those 2 years. We're going to get to that before the end of this 30 minutes. I'll cram it in here somehow. Cole Maccabee from Pro Wrestling Union, I was just talking about his show, said, good evening, fellas.
Cole. Cole's a good man. Cole, I miss your show.
Luke Fury said, tell him about the Bojangles biscuit and the apartments. Uh-oh, he's already telling you stories to tell, man.
Yeah, that's a good story.
We're going to get to these questions, man, because I really want to know this information because I want to find out as much as I can about Luka Daniels. He's been in the spotlight here recently on Monday Night Raw and on AEW. So I definitely want to get – who trained you, man? Who started training you? I know you're still training every day, but who started you off in training you?
I started off with Austin Idol, and then from there I went to Elite. And now I trained with Todd Sexton and Curtis Coleman.
Okay, great. Wow. Them are some pretty good names, man. I can see why you've gotten so good so quickly. And, of course, having Michael King helping you out and directing you, that don't hurt either.
No, it definitely helps, man. He's good. He gets me around. Honestly, I forgot I was even supposed to be here today. He's the one that messaged me.
That's why he gets paid the big bucks, man.
Yes.
That's why he gets paid the big bucks.
I was just getting out of work, and he was like, "Hey, remember that podcast you have today?" I'm like, "Oh yeah."
yeah, okay. That makes me nervous now, bro. I'm glad you
Well, like I
were
don't do
ready.
podcasts ever. Like I was telling you earlier, the only podcast I plan on doing is yours and Ron's. Like,
There you go.
not my
Hey,
thing.
I'll take it. I will definitely take it. Jimmy Ward, who is the owner of the other show, AWL, that I was telling you about with the contest, said the Cowboy Killer is in the house.
Yes, Jimmy's a good man too. I like Jimmy.
Oh, without a doubt, without a doubt. So, how did you get started in this crazy business? Give me the story about how you decided to become a wrestler.
It's kind of weird. So like I was getting my real estate license and I had one last test to do and I was good to go. And I was just randomly on Google and I typed in wrestling schools nearby and Idols just happened to pop up. He just started like a month before that. So I just
Okay.
kind of gave up real estate and got into wrestling instead.
Okay. Well, wow. I mean, from real estate, and I can see why the Asian sensation came to you. You've got a mind for business too. So
I try.
there you go. There you go. Well, I've got to tell you, man, I've been following you for the last 6 months, and a lot of things have been happening, and with all your wrestling, and you become a part of a faction. Let's talk a few minutes about that. You become part of King Enterprises. How did that come about?
Man, Michael King has been chasing me down since I started wrestling pretty much. He started King Enterprises probably a year and a half ago, and he's always asked me, "Do you want to join? Do you want to?" He never pressured me. And
Right.
then, oddly enough, we were in MomoCon, and he just asked me face to face. He's like, "Do you want to be part of the group?" I'm like, "Yeah, let's do it. It's about time. I'm ready to join."
I got you, man, and you guys have been a clique ever since. It seems like all of you guys get along pretty well. You, Brino Royce, and the whole bunch. Are you trying to move up? They seem to have rankings. They seem to have like uh, uh, places that you can be like vice president and this and that. Are you trying to get up into those echelons of King Enterprises?
We don't really focus on any of that. We're all equal at the end of it. Brino's
I
been in the
got you.
group the
I got
longest, so that's why he gets his tag. And I mean, he's a good dude, so I don't personally worry about the names or anything. We all try to help each other.
There you go. I like that. Ron Emerson Jr. of the Wrestling Wire said, "What's up, Scott and Mr. Daniels? It's always an honor."
That's my other podcasting friend. Hello, Ron.
There you go. As a matter of fact, talking about your podcasting friend, as soon as we end this show tonight, guys, head on over to Ron Emerson and the Wrestling Wire. He's going to start his show tonight at 8 o'clock. Be sure to tune in over there because I'm going right over there. I'm going to have the football game on this screen and his podcast on this screen, and I'm going to be watching both. So without a doubt, please go over and check it out because this is usually his night, and I'm kind of stepping on toes. But this is Luka Daniels, folks. I mean, this is the man right now. So without a doubt, I love having you on, man. Being part of King Enterprises, is that helping you out with, because you said that you all are on equal footing and with the Asian sensation backing you and putting you in the right places where you need to be, man. Was that a good thing for you at this time?
Yeah, man, I'm getting paid more.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what hey, I like that answer, bro. That makes sense because we're in it for, you're in it to get known, you're in it for the money, but you're also, you want to do the things like you've been doing. I mean, there's not many people out there that in 2 years has already been on the two big brands. I mean, that had to be kind of cool.
Yeah, I mean, the crazy part is like I was with them with WWE back in January too, and I was like barely a year in too. So it's kind of hard to comprehend. It's like that's pretty quick for some people.
Luca's trying to tell you all kinds of stories. He's like, tell him about the cutter.
Man, him and his darn springboard cutter.
Or the swanton.
I can't throw a swanton. I can't.
He said you're the GOAT. I agree with that. Luke Fury, the king of the cruiserweights, without a doubt, man. He must be a good buddy of yours.
Yeah, man, I've pretty much taken care of the kid while I was living in South Carolina. I took him
There you
everywhere.
go. Well, I like that, man. That is the way to do it, man. Take care of each other and being in King Enterprises. And we're going to bring on the Asian sensation right after this commercial in a couple minutes. And I'm pretty sure he's going to have a lot to say about what you said tonight and whether he agrees with you or he doesn't hold back. Trust you me.
No, he does not.
And I love having him on because I always learn something. He said, facts, this brother, I think he was going to say brother from another mother, but he didn't quite get it typed out.
It means for real. The FR.
Oh,
means
for real? Okay, I got you. Oh yeah, you gotta explain those short things to us old people. We don't get all
I'm getting
those.
old
Man.
too. It's hard for me to catch up sometimes.
I got you. Once you turn 50, you just type it out, man. If you got to say something, you just say it.
Voice text.
I got you. So, man, I've got to ask you, is there anybody right now in the indies that you haven't faced that you want to face?
Damian Legion. I faced him in a tag match, but never in the singles match.
Okay.
Chris Fix, just because I like the guy. Drew Hood's another guy. I've seen him pop up a bunch.
Oh man, I would love to see you and Drew Hood go at it. That would be a classic match.
He's big as crap too. It'll be fun.
Oh yeah, without a doubt. And speaking of big, we're gonna show somebody big throwing you across the ring, again. But it was well worth it. I guarantee it. That's big guys right there. Ron Emerson said, we are trying to smarten Scott up on new lingo. Yeah, they always try. Us old people, we can't help it. You know what I'm saying?
I can't really think of. Well, no, I've never worked AJ Frost. Not I remember. AJ I never worked.
Okay.
And, I don't think I've wrestled Brino either. So that probably be my top 5.
Oh, now you're getting into brotherhood here. So you don't want.
That's how you test each other.
Okay. Have you guys ever went? I know you guys probably practice together sometimes. Have you ever two people brotherly love, get into it and go, okay, let's have a wrestling match. Everybody else clear the ring.
Oh, me and Brino, man, back in APW over in Bowling Springs, man.
Okay.
Every week we would just roll with each other and roll, and I was glad he was kicking my ass at the start. I mean, this dude was just whooping me around until I finally kind of caught on. And now, I can actually wrestle a little bit.
I imagine so. Luke Fury said, "Brother doesn't want to wrestle Luke Fury." You didn't mention Luke Fury in that.
Oh, I don't want to lose. That's why I'm scared of Luke.
Oh, you're scared of Luke? Okay, I got you.
I get scared.
Luke's smiling right now. I know Luke. He's got a grin from ear to ear right now after hearing that.
I bet so. It's Christmas to him.
Ron Emerson said, and Scott needs a reminder to reply to messages. I'm horrible at that. I really am. So we're gonna go ahead right now and go to that commercial. And when we come back on the other side, I'm gonna bring the Asian sensation on, and we're gonna talk to him, and we're gonna talk to you about the two things that you've done in the last week or so, going up on Monday Night Raw and coming out for AEW. How's that?
That sounds good to me.
I wanna again thank. I went out and made some phone calls last week. I had a couple of sponsors last year. I got them back, and I want to welcome them both back to the show. We're going to see a commercial from one of them right now. Spartanburg Community College, guys. You have an opportunity this year and next year for free classes. All you got to do is go to this website right here. We'll be right back after this quick commercial, and we're going to have the Asian sensation join us.
Spartanburg Community College is offering free tuition this spring. That means free gen ed classes, free healthcare classes, free manufacturing classes. Visit secgoesfree.com to apply. Dream it, chase it, live it.
There you go. Uh-oh. Did we lose Luka? There we go. He came back.
I didn't know how long the commercial was going to be.
Yeah, I said it was short. It's only 30 seconds, man. So, but yeah. How you doing, Michael King?
I am doing well. And so I was listening in. And so I want to jump in on a few things that you said and get some things straight.
Okay.
Everybody has a role in King Enterprises, and they're chosen because of their skill sets and their talents. So we have AJ Frost, who is our senior man. All right. He's our 23-year veteran. And sometimes when you have people that don't want to listen to good ideas because they don't necessarily like the messenger, we send our
gotcha.
23-year veteran out there to say the same damn thing, and suddenly it gets heard.
Yeah.
All right.
Then they'll agree.
Brino Royce is our chief ambassador and our interim vice president of King Enterprises. He's going to be running the day-to-day operations out there in the Carolinas while I'm on the West Coast trying to build a brand out this way.
Okay.
He's got the looks, he got the attention to detail. And so I think he's a perfect fit for that role. Luka Daniels, he's our trailblazer. He is all over the place. He's out there. He's taking the risk for us. He's going out to promotions that we aren't familiar with and finding out if they're worthwhile or not, what's good, what's bad, who the players are that we should be involved with and who isn't. And then we have young Luke Fury, who is actually the future of King Enterprises. So everybody.
Speaking of Luke Fury, he when you said you were scared of him, he said, "Wow, I'm humbled. Thank you, Mr. Daniels." Without
And
a
I know
doubt.
his dad. His dad's pretty rough too.
So Michael King, let me ask you, with Luka sitting right here, what did you think of Luka Daniels when you first saw him? When you first laid eyes on Luka Daniels wrestling in a wrestling ring, what did you think of him?
I thought that he had the most emotional intelligence and the strongest drive of anyone at APW, because that's where I was at the time.
Okay.
It was hands down. I was there with AJ Frost, and I was observing everybody there. And there's two people that I liked outside of AJ Frost that I really wanted to recruit. It was Luka Daniels and Jet Morris.
Okay.
Yes.
Very much, very much. That is, and you've got a great group of guys. I mean, I all the time I see you guys together at all these shows. Is there any shenanigans, Michael King? Do these guys all go out and do their jobs in the ring? Is it one-on-one or a tag team, or do these guys come in like a flock of like a murder and just come in and
The murder of crows, right?
murder of crows? There you go.
We do what we want, how we want, and when we want. All right. So if we feel like it, we'll go out to the ring. And at the last AWL show, all right, we went out there for AJ's Frost match. It was all of us. And then when Luka had his match, I was actually sitting in the VIP watching, and I left AJ Frost with Luka. So we do what we want, when we want it and how we want to do it. Sometimes we just want to be there because we are particularly interested in this specific match. Sometimes we look at the quality of the opponent and we're thinking, maybe this is the time to be taking selfies with the guy getting pummeled in the backdrop. So
I like
That's
that.
a good idea. I might start doing
Brino Royce, you were just speaking about him, said boys with some clapping. And Charles Brock said, "Look, it is the weasel."
that.
So Charles Brock is going to take a bump.
Yep. That's it. Three back bumps.
Oh, 3 back bumps. Okay, I got you. Without a doubt. So I got to put you on the spot, man. Why only 30 minutes tonight, bro?
Hey,
Look.
look,
Michael King.
Look.
Oh.
Who else has interviewed Luka Daniels?
I believe I'm the first.
You are absolutely the first. He does not do this. All right.
Okay.
So you actually should feel honored and privileged to even have the opportunity. And 30 minutes is actually a very long time.
It is.
You look at the news, you're looking at 8-minute segments. All right. So you're getting like almost 4 segments with Luka Daniels.
Without a doubt. And I really do appreciate that. So while I've got you two on here, we're going to do something, because Luka Daniels did a thing about a week ago on a Monday night, and I've got the whole 4 minutes of it on video. So let's see if we can put this up here. Let's see if we can get this going here. Let's see if it'll work and put all this. It sure will. Well, looky here. Look who's in the ring at Monday Night Raw. So I'm going to go ahead and play this. I'm going to let it run for the whole 4 minutes. Well, I'm going to let it run until Luka Daniels gets put out of the match. I'll put it that way. Then I'll stop it.
Yeah, it
Because,
wasn't very long.
yeah. So I'm going to let it run till then. And then, we'll talk about it. Hopefully Monday Night Raw won't take down my whole video for 3 minutes of their show, but we'll be talking over it a little bit during what's going on. So here we go. This is Luka Daniels, Crucifix, and a couple of others that were in the ring with Omos.
Marv.
Huh?
Sal Renaro and Marv are the other guys.
There you go. See, great. Thank you very much for the help, man. I appreciate it. So here we go.
So tall.
So-called monster of all monsters was unceremoniously tossed out of the ring like a child. Now, Braun Strowman is one of the biggest, strongest, meanest big men ever to grace a WWE ring. And if that can happen to Braun Strowman, gentlemen, I have to ask, what chance do you think you have here today?
Okay, here's where it gets good, ladies and gentlemen. Here's where it gets really good. Because I'm going to pause it here in a second.
So I can tell Luca's looking at this and he's thinking, I got this.
He whispers, wow. And I mean the expression on his face. Did you realize before he did this how big his hand actually was, Luka?
No, man, those hands are huge.
I mean, he looks like he could literally cover your face with his palm.
He did.
That was crazy. All right, we're gonna keep going. But the expressions you have on your face are priceless. At this point, it looks like you're wondering why you're in the ring, bro. Why am I here?
If I had a one-on-one, I would have won that match.
I believe that.
I do have a little fun fact after this video ends.
Now MVP, man, he is a great talker, man. I like that he transformed from a wrestler to a manager, man.
I grew up watching a guy, and now he's getting people to beat me up.
Right.
Well, I think he and I go shopping at the same place.
That looks like it. It does look like it. All right, we're about to see some bumps happen now.
Yeah.
Crucifix takes the first one. He gets thrown across the ring. All right, you're climbing the ring. Here we go.
I tried.
And up and down.
Yeah,
and you roll out, and that's the last we see of Mr. Luka Daniels. But man, I'm telling you, let me get back over here on this screen. There we go. How was it when did you know before you got there, when they gave you the phone call? I just got to ask, did you know that your opponent was going to be Omos?
Nah, we didn't find out until a couple hours before the show. That's when they told us we had a match, and then we found out it was Omos, and we started game planning.
There's not much of a game plan against Omos.
Look, man, if they would have went with my plan, we would have won that match. And if it was one-on-one, I would have won. It was distracting seeing three other guys in there, just hard.
I would have loved to see you against Omos one-on-one. I think that would have been a really good match.
It's an easy win for me, man. Easy.
Brino Royce, boy, I'll tell you what, he loves to take charge. Look at here. He's saying, hit play, Scott. Damn. He's like, he's right on top of everything. Well, come on the show then, Mr. Brino. I'm surprised he's not on here right now. But anyway, he's definitely watching. Right now. Charles says, but yeah, I'm proud of you, bro. You have been on Monday Night Raw and AEW. That's supposed to be AEW, not Raw. He said, I'm proud of that. And speaking of AEW, I have we don't have video. I couldn't find any video footage, but you did have pictures up on your page. So I'm going to show the 3 pictures that you posted on your page. This was you coming out at AEW. You were coming out to help John Moxley, I believe, right?
Yeah, I tried my best.
But look at the form and the fitness that you can
In the
just see
run,
from the
right?
one little
He looks like a superhero, don't he?
Absolutely.
Got that great job.
He is a superhero.
Right? Now, Luka Daniels is the blur sliding into the ring right there.
I took one for the team.
That's it. That's all that matters. And here's I don't know if this was before or after. You'll have to tell me, but there's the picture of you at AEW.
Yeah, I did that before.
There you go. Without a doubt, man. So how was it? How was it knowing once you realized that, hey, I'm going to be on Monday Night Raw and AEW the same, pretty much the same, almost the same night?
I didn't really think about it until I found out I was going to AEW, and like I put it in my calendar. I'm like, oh, this is weird. I got to take more days off of work now in the same week.
Well, it got kind of weird because the Asian sensation below you was throwing out all kinds of hints out there that we needed to watch Raw. Oh, there's something coming up on Raw. You better watch Raw. And then immediately after it was like, oh, wait a minute. We might have some King Enterprise stuff going on AEW. And I'm like, oh my gosh, really? I'm like, who there? And and it's you again. And I'm like, wow.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. That was my second time there too. It was pretty cool.
He's got to go and give you a solid right here and let you know you have about 3 minutes.
I realize that.
Time is clicking, Scott. Time is clicking.
I realize that. I've got a couple more questions, and then we're going to let you guys go. I'm going to go to a commercial break, and then we're going to let you guys go. I'm going to say this right now before I ask the last questions. I appreciate both of you coming on. I know your time is valuable. Michael King, I know you're on the West Coast. Like you said, you're over there evaluating talent and doing things, King Enterprise business over there. And hopefully we'll get Brino and everybody else on here at a later time, because Brino looks like he's moving up into a VP situation there in your cabinet, as I'll say, in your faction. Yeah. So, Luka, like I said, man, you got to start running for office, man. You got to start going to Michael and running for office. Something ain't right here. People getting left behind.
We ain't worried about all that.
So being on the big show and coming back and being in the indies and all that, how many questions did you get coming back, man? I imagine all your friends, I imagine King Enterprises, the guys in King Enterprises just flooded you with like 50 questions, right?
Well, it wasn't really even questions. There's a lot of congratulations, which is kind of cool, because I was expecting everybody to like ask me for like info and all that. I'm like,
right,
please don't ask me all that. But everybody was saying good job and how they were proud. I was like, cool, thanks.
Oh yeah, without a doubt, man. Without a doubt, it's always great seeing somebody in our area, especially if you're. I'll say this as a podcaster. That way, Michael King don't correct me. It's always great as a podcaster to see a wrestler in our area that we like to cover get to one of the big shows, man. It's and I'm pretty sure Michael King had his chest all swollen out the few minutes you were out there. No matter what happened, he was like, "Yeah, that's my boy. That's my." He won't admit it down there, but I know he was.
I had our T-shirt backstage too.
That's what I'm talking about, right there. Right.
See, that's what I'm saying, man. And I liked as soon as both things happened, Michael King put out a message that said, and I know I've got 1 minute left. He said that from now on, you need to be known as seen on WWE and AEW, Luka Daniels. How do you feel about that?
Hey, people are gonna put it on a poster anyways. They do it for cheap pop anyways.
I got you, but hey, it is what it is. You were there, and there's a whole lot of guys out there that haven't been able to say that, my friend. A whole lot of guys.
Probably pissed off with a couple people along the way.
That is all good, man. That is all good.
So, hey, what's your fun fact, Luka?
Oh, yes. So the first one is all three of the guys that I teamed with, I was actually friends with all of them. So
okay.
That helped. And then
Okay.
Marv and Sal Renaro both wrestled me down in Georgia. We actually came all from the same promotion, Southern Fried Championship Wrestling. Marv isn't there anymore now, but me and Sal are still there. Well, Sal's really there full time still, but we're all from the same spot, which is pretty cool. In North Carolina, of all places.
All right, I'm going to get to these last 3 comments, then we're going to let you guys go because my 30 minutes is up. Thomas Scott said, hello, guys.
Hello.
Charles Brock said, Michael King, you need to come back to APW just one time. And Ron Emerson said, opportunities are granted to those who bust their you can read that. And earn it. Love you, bro. So there you have it. Again, guys, I appreciate you both coming on. My 30 minutes is up, and I don't want to get fined for overtime. So we're going to let you two go. I'm going to go to this quick commercial. All right, anytime you want to come back, Mr. As Seen on WWE and AEW, Luka Daniels, I better do that because he will definitely find me for it. I will. You can come back anytime you want, man, without a doubt. I'm going to go to this commercial. We're going to come out of this commercial break, and hopefully we can get the next wrestler that I have planned to come on in here. If not, you're going to hear me talk for about 10 minutes about upcoming shows. So we're going to go to this commercial break really quick. And again, thank you guys for coming.
Cool, thank you.
At Guy Roofing, we're a different breed. We eat challenges for breakfast, and hard work is our first language. We're on the road before the sun hits the pavement, ready to get our hands dirty. And we don't quit until the job is done. For over 50 years, we've been putting in the work, going above and beyond to make sure you know you're in good hands. We're not just replacing a roof or fixing a leak. We're protecting your family, your business, and the dreams you've built. Because, like you, we dream big. And if the sky's the limit, that's where we're going. We're fierce. We're family. We're Guy Roofing.
I want to thank Guy Roofing again for coming back and being a sponsor of Hashtag Truth. I brought the Asian sensation back on the show because I have to say this. When I called the company and was talking to one of the guys in HR about getting their sponsorship back, they name dropped the Asian sensation and said, hey, do you know that one of your guys out there that is they called you a wrestling manager, which, you know, you can get on to them about that. But you know, one of your wrestling managers out there in your area did some videos for us. And I was like, really? Yeah. What's it? Mike King. And I was like, really?
Yep. Absolutely.
So they name dropped you, buddy, without a doubt.
It's good to know that they're paying attention.
Without a doubt. So I just had to, before I let you go, I had to let you know, you guys out there know that, like you said, that cool tidbit. So thank you very much for coming on, Michael King. I'm going to bring on Mr. AJ Frost right now, and we're going to talk about APW and the changes that are going on over there. Do you want to stick around or do you want to go? It's your choice.
I'll stick around for a little bit.
Okay. Then I'll go ahead and change the background AJ again. And we'll add AJ to the stream. Where's AJ? AJ's not there. What happened? Hey, well, I see an APW logo. Hopefully we're not having technical difficulties. If we are, he'll probably leave and come back, which is okay. Oh, I hear noise. So as you guys can tell, he is at American Pro Wrestling there in Boiling Springs, South Carolina, and he's going to come on and tell us about some changes that are going on out there at APW. Hopefully he comes on the screen soon. Ron Emerson said they're training at the moment. Well,
they are training.
Oh, wait a minute.
So we see him. So
I see him.
Sometimes there's reception difficulties.
Yeah, there must be some big time reception difficulties over there because he's pacing and we're getting like 3 frames a second right now, or even worse.
He's saying, hold on.
He's giving us the finger. He might have to go outside to get good reception, though. Yep, that looks like where he's going. He's moving to the door. Smart guy. Now he's out in the parking lot. You see the cars.
Mm-hmm.
He's going around the building. I've been there a few times at APW. There he is. He's still going slow. You're still running a little slow, AJ. At least he's got a big smile on his face. Thank you guys for showing up tonight. Hopefully we can get AJ Frost to come in to where we can understand him. I want to thank Michael King again for showing up here, the leader of King Enterprises. He will tell you the whole spiel if he feels like it.
Yep.
Can you guys hear me? I can hear you guys loud and clear.
I can hear you, but you're a little choppy. So go ahead. What you got for us, man?
First of all, Scott, thank you for having me on. I appreciate that.
Without a doubt.
Mike, all the King Enterprise crew, want to say hey to all my brothers and my family out there. And APW, it's a new day and a new age. Who would have ever thought that we would see the day when APW was under new ownership and under new management? We got big things happening here in Bowling Springs, Scott.
Okay.
Coming up this
So drop
Saturday.
the bombs, drop some names. Tell us what's going on.
Well, right off the bat, the first thing, most important thing is I am your new APW heavyweight champion. So that right there in itself, AJ Frost, number one, standing tall as the heavyweight champion. This week, for instance, we've got the Soul Patrol, Dion Johnson and Sweet Dreams. We've got them coming in to face our young upstart tag team of the Kindred. The Kindred are our APW tag team champions. Facing the Soul Patrol with all of that experience, that's definitely going to be an interesting match and a learning experience for the Kindred. Also, we've got the American Nightmare Dirty. He's going to be here. He's going to be in action. Every week we're trying to spice things up. We're trying to mix everything up. Like I said, exciting things going on here in Bowling Springs, Scott. I want to invite you and everyone else to come out here, check out the changes, check out what we're trying to do, and hopefully by the new year, everything will be into effect. Everything's going to have a facelift, and hopefully we can make APW the place to be like it once was when I first started. As you can tell, I'm excited just talking about it.
Okay, I got you. I believe you also had Mr. Ali there for a wrestling match at one of your shows, correct?
Elite?
Lucky Ali.
Yes,
Lucky
sir.
Ali.
Yes, sir. We just had on our past show, we just had, as you mentioned, Lucky Ali. We also had Mr. Number One, George South, who I beat for the third time in a row. Like I said, every week we're trying to bring in a few guys and trying to get some new faces in here, trying to get some fresh ideas, some fresh storylines, and like I said, just make it fun again, make it exciting again. That's what it's all about for me.
I got you, man. But calling out George South and saying you beat him 3 times in a row, them's fighting words. You know that, right?
I'm absolutely calling out George South. I'll do it a 4th time if he wants to come back up here and step into my house. Because like I said, I'm the new heavyweight champion. I'm the new number one in the Carolinas.
and who did you get that belt from, AJ?
Who'd you win the belt off of, AJ?
It's funny you guys asked that. Someone that I've had history with forever, the vigilante Jet Morris. That's who I beat. Just like I beat him. Mike, how long ago was it? It seems like that's a reoccurring thing. We just keep beating Jet and winning his belts.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I've always wanted Jet Morris to get a belt because I knew we would just get it from him. So, I mean, it goes back to the U.S. belt back at a year ago, right? The U.S. belt back at the fair. And then we took the tag team belts off of him and Dump Truck. And now you got the heavyweight belt off of him. So, you've had all the belts now.
I mean, like I said, you can call me the Jet Morris killer it seems to be that's what I do best.
I got you.
I cashed in my gold card on this past Saturday, and I became the new heavyweight champion. If it has anything to do with me, I'm going to finish what we started, Mike, and I'm going to finish Jet Morris off once and for all.
I got you. I got you. So let me ask you, AJ, is there anybody out there that you're afraid of that you don't want to defend your belt against?
Afraid of? Scott, first and foremost, I've been doing this for 24 years. There's not a man that'll be standing across the ring that I'll be scared of. I'm the man that's too cold to hold. I'm the new APW heavyweight champion, and I'm just getting started. I ain't scared of nobody.
Okay, I got you. I got you. Well, if you, I gotta ask a question, man. I gotta ask a question now. You're the champion, correct?
Yes, sir. That's correct.
Where's the belt? Where's the hardware?
Well, I had to come outside to get a signal for you guys. I have my belt in there. I was gonna I have it with me, but I had to leave it inside. I had to come out here to get a signal for you guys. I do want to say this, Scott. Right here and right now, we'll call this the AJ Frost Open Challenge. Anybody, any man, any woman, whoever, I don't care. You want a shot at me? You want a shot at the title? Come on. I'm right here, and I ain't hard to find.
Be careful. Be careful. I might bring somebody in there to challenge you for that title.
Scott, that's what I want. I want to be challenged. I want to be pushed. A lot of
I got a perfect person in mind. So I might be calling up APW and seeing if they're willing to give you that challenge. I might walk somebody out to the ring and challenge you for your title in the near future.
Scott, that's all fine and well, but once I beat your man and you leave embarrassed, you can't be mad at me. I'm just doing my job, Scott. You bring anybody you got.
Hey, it is what it is. If you beat them, you beat them. But if you get beat,
hey, he's not going to lose when he has the support of the OGs.
Yeah, I have a whole team behind me.
See, Ron Emerson always thinks I'm talking about Jake Jacobs. See, he said AJ versus Jake Jacobs. Scott has no imagination. Well, you are wrong, Mr. Emerson. I'm not going to say the person I have in mind, but I have a feeling in the near future he might show up on an APW poster, though. I'm just saying.
Scott, I hope so. I welcome all challengers. I'm here to beat anybody that they put in front of me. And I
like those words, man. I like to hear that, man. And Michael over there, he's grinning ear to ear when you say that stuff. He loves to hear that.
That's because I'm spitting facts, Scott. I'm speaking the truth. And I just want to say we've got a big show coming up this Saturday also. Anybody that's listening, y'all please come out and check us out and watch me do my thing. This will be my first title defense. So I'm going to show out on that. So I'm looking forward to that too, man.
Without a doubt. So give us the address and give us the time of the shows, man.
Yes, sir. We're at 122 Builders Court, Bowling Springs, South Carolina, each and every Saturday night. We've been doing this forever. A lot of people know where we're at, but even more don't. Right here, as you can see, APW, 122 Builders Court. Every Saturday, bell time, 8 o'clock. We've been trying to do about 6 matches here lately. No more of that 3-hour stuff, 4-hour stuff. We're doing 6 matches. We're going to make them hot, make them good, and get the people on out of here. So everybody, please come out. Please come see the new changes. See what we got to offer. That's all I ask. Give APW another chance. That's all I'm asking.
So we've had 2 members of King Enterprises on tonight. One is all over, AEW and Monday Night Raw. You're a heavyweight champion. Brino Royce is out there beating people left and right. Do you have anybody who loses, Michael King?
We don't accept losers into the team.
Oh, I got you. I see that's what I'm talking about right there. I like that.
Scott, I just want to say this. I support Luka 100%. That's my brother in arms. I support Brino. I support all members of KE. That's what we do. Just because
everybody forgets Luka, Michael King. You're gonna have to work on that. Everybody forgets Luka, but that's okay.
I never forget Luka. That's my right hand man. Like I said, even when we're not together, we're together. We're a family and we roll together. We're all doing great right now, and that's what Mr. King, he put his plan into action a little over a year ago, and as you can see, everyone going to the top.
Yeah. We all have slam buddies.
I got to try to stir the pot. I know you guys ain't never forgot about Luka, but I got to stir the pot, you know.
That's need what everybody tries to do. King
there you go, without a doubt. So I'm going to say it again, man. APW 122 Boiler. 122 Builders Court in Boiling Springs.
We'll call it South Carolina, Scott.
In South Carolina. Yeah, I just went totally blank, man. Having all this star power on hashtag truth in one night, it's getting to me, guys. It's getting to me. I'm sorry.
Scott, thank you very much for allowing me to come on. You're always, we've been acquainted, been friends for a while. It's always great talking with you. King, it's always good seeing and talking with you too. I hope everybody has a great night. I really enjoyed this.
Well, you let the bosses out there know, the new bosses out there know that I'm going to be bringing somebody for that title. You just let them know.
Scott, I'm going to hold you to that. I'll be here and waiting. I'm ready for any challenge you got, Scott.
I got you.
AJ, do me a favor. Do me a solid. Walk back into that. After this, just walk back into the training and just walk into the ring and hit your finisher on somebody and don't tell them why. Just keep on going.
Well, I've already done that once to everyone, so I'll go ahead and do it again just for you.
There you go, without a doubt.
Thank you, guys. Thank you.
All right, AJ, man, I appreciate you coming on, man. I'm going to let you get back out there to your training. And this Saturday night, 8 o'clock out there in Boiling Springs, go to APW. It's under new management, new guys coming in. You don't want to miss it. AJ, I appreciate it, man.
Thank you, buddy. Have a good one.
You too. All right, we're going to switch over, and then we're gonna call it a night because never unfortunately, always good. We're going to get out of here, and we're going to tell everybody to head on over to Ron Emerson at 8 o'clock. He's going to get his show fired up. He's going to talk AEW, WWE, independent professional wrestling. He's going to have it all on there. But I'm going to let Michael take us out, man. Is there anything left to say? Is there any news that needs to come out of King Enterprises that hashtag Truth World needs to know? What's going on, man?
Well, there's not a team out there that has slam buddies. All right. So we're doing the real deal out there. Okay. So if you want a slam buddy, you talk with the individual wrestler, your favorite wrestler in King Enterprises, hit them up on their DMs, tell them you want a slam buddy. They'll hook you up. We're taking orders. I tell you right now, I think we're down to 8. I think each person only has 8 at this moment. Okay. If you want a whole set, one of each person, you need to reach out to me.
Okay. And also, do you still have your merchandise?
Yeah, if we do have our store, just go to our website, www.the-ke.com. Take a look at we have bios for each of our members. We have our own pages. And in their bios is going to be a link directly to their store. So you don't have to go to the generic store and then search for the person that you want. Just go to the website.
There you go.
Click on your guy and you'll see everything that person has to offer.
There you go. So I'm going to end it like this, guys. Hashtag truth. This is the whole thing that I'm about to say right here is the hashtag truth. Michael King knows what he's doing. He put together a group of guys. They call themselves King Enterprises for a reason. You've got Luka Daniels, who's been on AEW, who's been on WWE a few times now. You've got AJ Frost, who's the heavyweight champion out at APW. You've got Brino Royce, who is tearing it up all over independent wrestling. You got Luke Fury, who is the king of the cruiserweights, and he's going all over destroying other cruiserweights and big men too. He knows how to chop down a tree, doesn't he, Michael? And he's definitely doing that. So you guys all go out, support your local independent wrestling, especially if King Enterprises is there. And that is the hashtag truth. We'll see you guys Monday for the next show. And don't forget about the contest. You could win 2 great tickets to both of these shows right here, AWL's November Pain and How Did They Have It from Pro Wrestling Union. All you got to do is find my video on my page, follow the instructions, pick the 8 winners for Crown Jewel, and if you get enough points, you could be the winner to go on out there to these 2 great shows. You and a +1 will get in free with free tickets. Guys, go. I've only got 1 taker so far. Come on. Free tickets. All you got to do is like 5 minutes of work. Write down some people that you think are going to win some matches. It's that easy. You just got to find my video and do it, man. So there you have it. We'll see you guys next Monday for the next #Truth. Again, thank you very much, Michael King. We are out of here.